If you have been following my videos, you might have noticed that whenever I am showing you a walkthrough of a new model, sometimes I use a different template for different models. Sometimes there are similar chat templates or instruction tuning templates, and then sometimes I am using similar templates but they slightly differ. That is one of the biggest annoying issue with few of the models where there is no interoperability between the conversational data and there is no structured format. We do have something called as ChatML, and ChatML is great because it has some tokens which tells us where the prompt is starting, where it is ending, where the message is starting, and plus the roles of the users, like there is a system, there is assistant, there is user. But I think there was something lacking there. But I was really glad to see that Eric Hartford has come up with this OpenChat ML specification, which is still in infancy. And there is a GitHub repo, which I'll drop the link in video's description. So if you want to contribute, feel free. And he's very receptive. You can even reach out to him on Twitter or X. So in this video, I'm going to give you a quick overview of this OpenChat ML specification because I'm going to use it quite heavily in the future walkthroughs of my model installation and play around. Plus, I will also show you some of the examples from this OpenChatML because it covers a lot of things which is awesome. And we'll be using ChatGPT 3.5 Turbo just to play around with those prompts. But before that, let me give you a quick overview as what exactly this is. So this whole document, this whole specification defines OpenChatML. OpenChatML is simply a markup language for representing and exchanging conversational data in a standardized format. OpenChatML provides a structured approach to encode chat messages, including the role of the speaker, the content of the message, and optional metadata. Really good thing is what I loved about it is that you can even specify the name of the speaker, which makes it so easy and there are no confusions around. The objective of this OpenChatML is to address the challenges like lack of interoperability, as I mentioned earlier. Also, it addresses inconsistency in the representation of conversational data across various sources and target. And then, as I mentioned, you can specify names and other nuances, which really makes it more expressive, clear, transparent, and easy to understand. So it also resolves that difficulty in extending and evolving existing formats. Now, this OpenChat ML is very lightweight and flexible markup language. It's just a markup language at the end of the day. It focuses on core elements and structures necessary to capture the essence of conversations while allowing for extensibility and customization. I'm not going to go into the detail of this because he has written this specification in a very crystal clear language. So please read through it. You will get to know a lot of stuff there. Now, having said that, there are few specific aspects where this OpenChatML is quite clear. First, it's simple. Second, it's flexible. Third, it also addresses fill in the middle tasks or FIM tasks, which I'll show you earlier. Primarily, very short, FIM or fill in the middle task are where you specify the prefix context, the postfix context in the middle, model fills in the space. So, and I will show you the example. And then we have multi-file sequences where it enables the representation of conversation that span multiple files or documents, because I think that will be quite useful when it comes to agentic software. Now there are a lot of use cases. As we already know, you can use it in your chatbots, your multi-dialogue systems, your conversational data sets even, and also in the human in the loop interaction. Now, from the GitHub repo, these are the tokens which are required when you are using this OpenChat ML. So S will denote beginning of sequence slash S will, of course, end of sequence token. That so primarily whenever you're starting the conversation, you will start it with S and you will end with slash S. Now IM start, IM end, this is start of the turn token. So for example, if user is speaking something, it will start with IM start, and when the user will finish, it will end with IM end. So sort of instant message or something like that. And similarly, if AI assistant or model is speaking something, it will start with IM start and end end with im end. Immediately fill in the middle prefix will be the previous context. Fim suffix, it will come at the end of it. And then fim middle, you can also tell model where it needs to fill in the context, which will be indicated through fim middle. And then we have file separator. So if you're using different files for the content, then you can separate them out with this file separator. And then this is the chord thing, the chain of thought, which is quite commonly being used. So if you are giving any rationale or thought, so you will start it with the token start of thought, and you will of course end it with end of thought. How good is that? Now that being done and said, he has also given this message structure. You see, im start role, and you can specify name and then message content. I think this will be best explained by few of the examples. So this is my chat gpt 3.5 which I'm going to use, and then let me show you some of the examples here. Now first and foremost, let me put in the example of conversation. So I am just going to put it here, so bear with me. Now, as we were looking at earlier, this is, can I make it bigger? Sorry, I'm not sure I can make it a bit bigger. Anyway, you see that S is starting the whole conversation, and then here the S is ending it. Then im start. So first we are user is talking, the user's message is starting with im start, and user's message is ending with this im start. And user is saying hello there AI, and then again when assistant is started speaking, it is started with im start and it is ending with im end. When you press enter, there you go. Hi, how is it going? How good is that? So ChatGPT is already understanding that markup language, so amazing. And well, I think it obeys the ChatML. And the good thing about this OpenChatML is that it is based on that ChatML, so which is awesome. So this is one example. Now another thing which I really like is that you can specify the name of the person, and just as a tribute to Eric, I'm just going to use his name. So everything remains the same, but I have just added the user. The user is there, but name. So name of user is Eric, and then just press enter, and there you go. So ChatGPT knows that Eric is speaking, and then just want to see if I can put in the name of the assistant. So maybe can I say it ChatGPT? There you go. So ChatGPT. So can I change it? I just put it ChatGPT. Maybe I'll just, sorry, I'm playing it. I know, but I'm just want to see. Can I call it Mistral? Just for the fun of it. It's not taking the Mistral here. Anyway, now let me show you the fill in the middle task. So this is the text here. So you see, so fim prefix. So this is the prefix, the capital of phrases, and fim middle. So this is what needs to be filled by model fim middle, and then fim suffixes, which is known for its famous Eiffel Tower. Press enter. Yep. Can I also use my own city, please? Okay. Uh, the capital. I'll just say the biggest city in Australia, or how about most beautiful? Sorry, Melbourne. Most beautiful city in Australia is film in the middle, and Suffolk is, which is known for its opera house. Sydney. There you go. Awesome stuff. You see, so how good is that? So do the fill in the middle thing. Now, also let me show you the thought block, which is quite interesting and it looks complicated, but it's not. Let me show you why. Again, remember as start, im start for the user messages, and user is asking a mathematics question. Then assistant is starting. Now assistant is thinking. So start of thought. So assistant is thinking to multiply this by this. We can break it down. These are all the thoughts, and assistant has end his thought, and then assistant has done some mathematics and has just put it in here. So there you go. That's correct. So it has come by. Now, few words on this thought process, because this is actually a bit important. So this OpenChatML introduces this new structure called the thought block to represent the chain of thought or reasoning steps that lead to conclusion or responses. And Eric has said that this concept has been inspired by Quite Star paper, which proposes a method for language models to generate rationales at each token to explain future text, improving their prediction. And in OpenChatML, the thought block is enclosed as a short start of thought and end of thought, and contains the intermediate reasoning steps or consideration that the model uses to arrive at said final response. The purpose of this thought block is to provide insight into model's decision making process and to separate the reasoning from the conclusion. This structure allows for a clearer understanding of how the model generates its responses and can be useful for debugging, interpretability, and enhancing the model's performance on various tasks, which I believe so. And maybe when you're generating your data set, this will be very, very handy, or you if you're fine tuning it and then doing some prompt engineering, I think this could be magnificent there. Now, so these are few of the examples which I have just showed you. So, and there are a lot of other things. For example, um, let's say you want to do multi-file sequence. So, for example, you can do the file separator here, second file, third file. So it is just going to bring it from here because we are not using any file, so this doesn't really make sense. And then there are a lot of other things where you can do long sequences. For example, I'm just going to show you one example from his GitHub. Maybe I'll just show you the completion one. So if you see here what is happening, that it is just using the defining the function in the fim prefix. This is the context which it is giving, and then this is a fim middle where we want model to fill in and append it, and then there is a suffix here, and we are testing the function. There you go. So ChatGPT is aware of it, and there are a lot of good example. I think he has done fabulous work and have spent uh, real time on it. So as I said, I will drop the link in this video's description, and really hats off to Eric for doing this. He has created a lot of great models out there, which I have covered in detail. So, and I think this is another service to the community. So hats off. That's it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it useful. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you're already subscribed, then please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thanks for watching.